Drumma Battalion.
Another night slips away. In other words, I should say there are no words. You should say there are no words. Another night slips away. In other words, I should say there are no words. You should say there are no words.
Like, don't you know, man, don't you know it's long gone? Like, don't you know it's all wrong? She's all gone, she ain't coming back. When she was needing you, you should've been right there for that. Now she headed home, you still all alone. Should've hit her phone sooner, she ain't texting back. Didn't have time for that, you were choosing rap. Made that decision, didn't listen, now you'll live with that. Cause she was there for you, when everything was headed south. Came back and you weren't the man you used to be all about. Blinded by the lights in your teenage fantasy. Weren't living for now, you were living how it about to be. You were about to live that rock star life. She could've been your rock star wife. And now you sitting home all night, all because you didn't grasp what was in your sight.
Another night slips away. In other words, I should say there are no words. You should say there are no words. Another night slips away. In other words, I should say there are no words. You should say there are no words.
Are you happy? No, really, are you now? Figure out all the shit that had you tripping out. Got so ready for the lights, and then you chickened out. Said you were all about your dreams. What the hell you talking about? Didn't move, didn't make moves in the place you were. Weren't igniting anything, waiting for it to occur. It'd be nice, but you know that success is not an open door. Sitting at that opening, not sure who you were waiting for. Gotta bust through like you don't care what lies behind it. Cause if you aren't looking, you know that you won't ever find it. Listen to you, I mean you go back and rewind it. Play your old tapes back, remember why you're fucking grinding. It's to inspire youth, to inspire truth. It's to inspire, make a living off of what is you. I mean you're really giving when you're really giving you. So you gon' go and get it, don't look back at what you'll lose.
Another night slips away. In other words, I should say there are no words. You should say there are no words. Another night slips away. In other words, I should say there are no words. You should say there are no words. Another night slips away. In other words, I should say there are no words. You should say there are no words. Another night slips away. In other words, I should say there are no words. You should say there are no words.
Thinking about why, thinking about when, thinking about all the times that I spent. I just wanna be a kid again. I just wanna be a kid again. Thinking about what, thinking about where, thinking about all the times that you dared that I wanna be a kid again. Look at me, I am a kid again. Puzzle pieces in my 5th grade shoebox. All the answers I've misplaced are still lost. All the places I've been in my mind, yeah. Chuck E. Cheese brought more than the prize, but the feeling of the happiness, all of y'all forgot it. Too busy caught up on the wallet in your pocket. I think a little abstract. My treasure chest still lasts. I'm attached to the past, tied up by the Pokemon cards, and the feeling of opening the pack that unleashed the Charizard. First edition, perfect vision. Back then, I wasn't worried about living. Jobs and stress are too much to get, so I lay it on the rest and forget it in my head. Acting like a kid again, carefree, the old cribs. Thinking about why, thinking about when, thinking about all the times that I spent. I just wanna be a kid again. I just wanna be a kid again. Thinking about what, thinking about where, thinking about all the times that you dared that I wouldn't be a kid again. Look at me, I am a kid again. Going back to them parks and complaints on. Sitting back, I ain't worried about a damn up on the couch like a boss too. I ain't knowing any better. I remember hearing that punk for the first time when I ain't need weed to get high. Now I sit, blunt in my grip, I'm still looking for the times that I ain't really needed. Yo, that preschool picture's still classic. I remember the times that I thought that